Aloha, I'm Iain Lee and I'm here in Hawaii. And I've managed to get exclusive access to the cast and crew of my favourite show ever, Lost. I'm here to give you a once-in-a-lifetime look at the newest season of the best show on TV.
Over there is Jorge Garcia Hurley.
Tonight, you'll witness flirtation.
We'll discuss this over
Yes.
dinner tonight.
Titillation.
Do you want to whip my
No,
ass
I-
again?
Yeah.
And more behind-the-scenes action than I can handle. And I've got to be honest, it might be the most fun I've ever had.
I'm doing very well not touching you or drooling. It's a big step for me. High five, that is what I'm talking about. Put that away. Oh,
Yeah.
man, we've
So
done
sorry.
you, Josh. It's lovely here, isn't it?
Genius creators Carlton Cuse and Damon Lindelof brought us the most exciting season finale ever at the end of season 4. The Oceanic Six left the island. Things didn't look good for Jin. Ben worked his magic and managed to pull off the seemingly impossible. He actually made the island disappear.
It's gone.
And despite a helicopter crash, the Oceanic Six made it back to civilization. Only to be told this.
All of you have to go back.
Nightmare.
I feel like I've won a competition to be here on the island of Hawaii where they film Lost. I've got to try and calm down a little bit though, because I don't want to go rushing up to Sawyer and touching him. I'm a little bit nervous, if I'm completely honest. There's people in Dharma Initiative jumpsuits. There's the Volkswagen Beetle that Hurley drives and kills people with. Matthew Fox and Evangeline Lilly. Acting. Wicked! Jack's quite short in real life, isn't he? A bit surprised by that.
And background action. Background. And action.
And of course, the best thing about being on set is that I get to see the actual creation of an actual episode of Lost. Amazing!
I'm sorry, cut. Cutting. Beat camera, what happened?
What's going on with the speed camera?
Camera died. Hey.
Sawyer!
Sawyer, in season 4,
Yes.
he jumped out the helicopter at the end.
My God.
Why? He could have got off the island
I
and lived
know.
with Kate and been happy.
I know. He could have been drinking martinis and chilling out with Kate, but he
That's kind of a
decided to
noble
take
thing for him to
swim.
do,
Yeah.
considering normally he's a bit of a sleaze.
He is. I guess he figured he didn't really have much to go back to.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I feel like in season 4 we only got a glimpse of the motherly side of her.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot more to explore there, and that was a lot of fun for me because obviously Kate started out this show as a really extreme tomboy and tough woman who was attached to nothing and no one and completely guarded and independent. So to drop all of those layers and show some vulnerability and some attachment and genuine love and pure innocent love as opposed to conflicted triangle love was really fun.
I'm so glad that you're here.
Me too. Season 4, Jack kind of got quite unhinged by the end, boozing and drugging and a little bit. Is he going to get better in season 5? I'm concerned for him. It was very upsetting.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that way myself. Yeah, he's gonna, the whole idea, Damon and I talked a lot from very early on that we didn't want to make him sort of the knight in shining armor, and so a big part of that first 4 seasons was taking a guy who was supposed to be kind of the heroic figure and breaking him down, and obviously his whole goal is to leave the island, and you know, ironically, he leaves the island and finds himself sort of sick and dying and suicidal.
This is the way it has to be, Jack.
Ben, kind of, like, by the end of season 4, had lost his authority and had lost his status and was almost, dare I say it, a broken man? Would that be accurate, do you think?
There was a brokenness about him. When he was trekking through the jungle and he was all whipped and he was with Hurley and John Locke, he was clearly no longer in charge.
Hurley gets off the island, kind of breaks down again, mentally.
Yeah. Yeah, here you thought the tragedy was only like his island life, but just seemed to get even worse getting off the island.
We're being watched.
Dude, I've been having regular conversations with dead people. The last thing I need now is paranoia.
I'm still unsure about Juliet. I'm not sure whether she's good or bad, yeah.
She's so good though.
No.
She's done so many nice things.
She's two-faced.
She's never been two-faced. She doesn't usually lie. I mean, unless she has to, and she doesn't usually kill people unless she has to.
Yeah, but she's done both of those things quite a few times.
Yeah, but she seems really nice to me.
I know that I have been less than truthful about certain things since coming here, but I promise you, son, I promise you, I'm not lying about this. I don't trust you.
The character you play in Lost, Saeed, I'm a big fan because he's quite violent and aggressive.
Are you violent and aggressive?
No, I wish I were.
At home?
Look at me, I'm puny. There's nothing of me. How has Saeed ended up being a hitman for Benjamin Linus?
This is the crux of the entire problem. How could anyone go around working for a geezer like that? I mean, it's shocking and shameful.
Desmond gets off the island, meets Penny. I genuinely got a little bit teary, a bit upset about that. It was a beautiful moment. But all me and my friends thought, hang on, that's him. That's his story done now, surely. Desmond's coming back.
Yeah, because I'm working. And we're in season 5 now, episode 10.
What is it you think that makes Lost so popular and so consistently successful?
I think, I mean, it's, you know, it's mixed with everything, you know. Not only do you have multicultural, you know, cast, but you have time traveling, you have flash forward, flash back.
It's because of all the writing and the universal sort of themes that are in it.
And you have all these characters, and as the series goes on, you learn more about them, and I think that's the most intriguing thing about Lost. Once you think you figured out a character, next episode, that character is completely a different person.
Jen, your wife had an affair.
What?
Action!
Lost is rare among American TV shows, as we actually know it will end after season 6. I wanted to know what that meant for the actors.
And cut, beauty. Print, thank you. Honey, reset.
This is a very rare situation. I think most television shows get run on for a very long time.
Networks have never called the end to a series before it's usually run deep into the ground.
Yeah.
The fact that the people involved campaigned to have a fixed amount of time on the show, they knew how much story they had to tell, and they knew how much time they needed to tell it.
They felt, because of the nature of the storytelling on Lost, that it was essential that we not only promise our audience, but all of us as the filmmakers of the show needed to know we were building toward an ending.
Right.
Which is what Stephen King said from the beginning. He said, greatest show that's ever been on television, but you have to end it.
I have to say, I think it's very brave, especially from the writers, to have an end date on a successful show like this, you know. And I love the fact that to them, you know, quality matters more than quantity.
Each episode is going to be a chapter in moving this story towards its conclusion, and so I think the show will have more momentum.
So as soon as they had an ending in sight, everything got tightened up, and the ship was firmly on course.
It brought back an excitement that we had in season 1.
It gives a good kind of urgency to the storytelling.
And I think that ultimately it's keeping us alive and keeping us happy and keeping us grateful, because we know that eventually it's going to be gone, so we might as well savor it while it's here.
But, you know, there are days where I'm driving to set at, 5 a.m. in the morning, and I'm thinking, probably the last time I'll be here.
All right, Matthew, your drink's coming. I love it. Hey, I'm halfway through my time on set. Coming up, more interviews with the cast. Do you know how it ends?
Yes.
But I'll tell you everything that happens.
Yeah. There's the exclusive. You've heard it here first. Time zones and...
Right, cut that. Oops, I'm fired.
Now, Matthew told me the bar's through here, so let's have a look. Hello, I'm Iain Lee, and I'm on an island. But no, not just any island. I'm on the island of Hawaii and the set of Lost. And I'm bringing you the best treat ever for a Lost fan. I'm on the set and behind the scenes with the cast and crew. And what kind of a Lost special would it be without a look at Kate, Sawyer, and Jack? The world's most complicated plane crash deserted island love triangle.
He loves to dance, he's got to dance.
Where is Kate going to end up? Is it going to be with Jack or with Sawyer? I wish she'd make her mind up.
I couldn't tell you, man. That's going to be one of the things. It's a mystery, and we'll figure it out. I mean, obviously that'll be something that we will find out in the 6th season, at probably the very end.
What, my doorbell busted again?
Shut up and don't talk.
Is it going to be you, or is it going to be Jack that Kate ends up with?
Well,
Sawyer or Jack? Come on.
She's gonna have to get in line, you know? She's been gone, I'm a busy man. I mean, why is it always up to Kate? What if she says, I pick you, and I'm like, I'm busy, you know? No,
have you got your eye on some others then? Is there?
No, I'm just playing. I don't know who will end up with Kate, but I think it would behoove her to stick with a doctor rather than hanging with me.
So can I shake your hand for fitting the word behoove into this interview?
How about that?
It's very rare it happens.
How
and
about
it's great
that?
It does.
You know, it's my mastery of the English language.
Morning.
Can I have a word with you, please?
Yeah.
What on earth is she doing with Jack or Sawyer? She needs to make her mind up, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She's leading those two young lads about, earning herself a bad
Hussy.
reputation.
She's a hussy.
Do we know where she's going to go?
Well, I have my guess. What's your guess?
My guess is Jack, ultimately.
Because I love you.
Well, I think that my guess is with your guess.
Right.
But I'm as much in the dark as you are. I actually keep telling the producers of this show, you need to redeem her at some point. Because right now, everyone is frustrated with this woman's inability to decide. She's pretty fickle.
She did it with Sawyer in a cage.
Yeah. But
What? Go on. Don't defend
in defense
it.
of that,
Yeah.
that was pretty hot.
Oh, it was a wonderful scene to watch. I watched that several times on the slow motion. We zoomed in and out.
I don't need to hear about any of this stuff.
Oh, damn those actors. They never spill the beans on the love triangle.
Don't do anything stupid.
I won't if you won't.
Mind you, it is a bit more complicated than a love triangle. Add Juliet, and we've got a love square.
At the end of season 4, Jack naffs off the island.
Yes.
Leaves Juliet there.
Yes.
She must be gutted.
I think she is,
Yeah.
yes. I mean, it's Juliet, you never really know exactly how she feels. But yeah, I think she made it clear that she likes Jack, so yes.
And she did all the stuff, well, Kate likes you. Because I don't know if you know that, but since he's been off the island, he's been getting it on with Kate a little bit. Something
Well,
going
yeah,
on.
3 years.
Yeah.
You have to think he might see someone else,
Don't-
even if he doesn't want to.
Is Juliet still burning a candle for him in her heart?
That's such a good question. That's a very interesting, I can't say. Oh, I know, I wish I could. I don't know. It would seem to me that she would be.
Go it out.
All right, enough of all the romance stuff. I'm here for one reason, to get some answers. And I want to know what I can expect from this season of Lost. But how much do the cast know? And what will they let slip?
How far in advance do you know what's going on? You say you're filming episode 9 or 10 at the moment?
10 started today.
Do you know how the season ends?
No. Nobody does.
Have you got any idea how it's going to end?
Of course not.
Now I've become kind of used to not knowing anything, so it's kind of a fun place to work.
Do you still
from now
not
to
know?
now. I still don't know.
They don't tell us anything.
Well, it's season 5.
I know.
They should let you know by now,
I know.
surely.
By now, I think they would
They
trust
can
us.
trust you.
Yeah, but I guess they don't.
They still don't say, look, come on, the end's coming up. This is what happens.
Nope. Nobody will tell us anything.
Do you know how it ends?
Yes.
I'm not even going to offend you by asking, because I know the rules here, but you know.
Well, I kind of know.
Right, okay.
Damon and Carlton fill me in on the big strokes.
Yeah.
And I tend to forget a lot of the details. They know all the big things they're going to hit,
Right.
but there are things that happen along the way that is a little bit of an open book and surprises them. So that's part of the extraordinary experience of doing Lost. And I think any good television show, you have the luxury of writing a big old novel that's not a 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
So you can go down deep alleys and turn corners that you're totally surprised by.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on here?
What can we expect for Sawyer in season 5?
Well, you can expect that he's still on this damn island, that's for sure.
Juliet in season 5.
Yes.
What is going to happen with her? You're doing the maths of what you can and can't say about it.
We just did a scene that we can't really talk about,
Just
don't
come on,
think
lay it off
there's
your chest.
anything I can say.
Come
I
on,
wish
tell
I
us.
could.
And we arrived in these vehicles we can't really talk about.
Don't give us all that nonsense. Come on, just tell us.
But it's cool.
It did look cool, that scene that we can't mention, that we've
Yeah,
just seen you
how
filming.
about that?
Just get it right in there.
Yes.
And, yeah, it's $5 million, right?
Yeah.
So if you paid me like $6 or $7 million,
Yeah.
right?
I've signed a thing that says if I reveal anything, I have to pay $5 million to the Lost Corporation. What can we expect from Hurley in season 5?
A lot of costume changes, for sure.
Obviously, there's some new storyline introductions.
Well done. Nearly. It nearly came out.
No.
Professional.
My wardrobe keeps changing a lot.
There's the exclusive. You've heard it here first. Hurley is going to be wearing lots of different clothes. I don't think there's any point in me talking to you about
to any of these actors
any of
ever.
this.
I know.
And I haven't let anything slip yet. I'm pretty sure.
Season 5, it's trying to get back to the island. Obviously, you can't tell us too much, but what happens?
I can't tell you too
Okay.
much, but I'll tell you everything that
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
So we actually discovered that there are really massive horned elephants on the island, and that Benjamin Linus was birthed of one of those elephants. So truly, he's actually half animal, half man, which is why he has all these unbelievable supernatural
The
powers.
thing is,
that he
though,
does.
that could probably happen in the world of Lost.
It's not too far-fetched, is it?
Every year, the show reinvents itself in a certain way. The Book of Lost is always a different book each season.
I think it's going to get better for Hurley in season 5.
I think there's definitely going to be a bit more adventure coming up for him.
I was just on the phone to Damon and Carlton, and they said at the end of 10, which is the episode we're shooting on Thursday, which is a Saeed episode, something extraordinary happens.
The final 2 seasons of the show will be about him finding some way of redeeming himself and sort of becoming a truer hero than he was initially cast as.
I'm assuming that Ben gets back to the island in season 5.
He is certainly acting as a facilitator or conduit for folks to get back to the island.
And what does that mean?
That means he's working at it. I have some heinous moments this season.
Really?
Shocking. Shocking. I hate to think about it. I don't know how I played it. But we're going to see him tackle some new challenges. We're going to see him learn to operate in a number of time zones and geographical positions.
Well, you almost gave us something there. I'm going to add a lot of time zones and...
Cut that out.
No, yeah, don't use that.
Is Saeed going to do a little bit of time jumping and time traveling?
We've all done it, love. We've all done it.
Have we? Why do you think Lost...
All been there.
Well, in the past. I was there once.
I could say that Penny and Des are back together.
Brilliant.
And that's what he wanted, and it's all happy families. And there's a big clue in that.
It's going to be a little baby Desmond.
Let's move on. Oops, I'm fired.
Fantastic.
This season is going to have some storytelling that's going to definitely go inside out, and yet, if you go along for the ride and stay with us, it pays off big time.
We have to go into 6 knowing there's going to be some kind of massive conflagration, which to me means carnage.
Fantastic. And we've also got this in store.
Everyone on that island is in danger.
We need to protect the people that we left behind.
People are trying to kill us.
We're going on vacation, baby. You did what you had to do. We probably all would have died instead of just my husband.
I'm the one who came back. How did all this happen? It happened because you left, Jack. Let's go get him.
We never should have left that island.
We have to go back, Kate.
We have to go